Hello guys, welcome back to another video. This is Rai, and I'm going to be showing the different armor sets you can get in the game in World of Warcraft. So starting with the Paladin, you gotta have a Blood Elf, and I believe you have to be exalted with Silver Moon, but I mean, you can easily race change if you want to, or level a new character. It's really fast to level right now. So this is my Blood of Paladin. I started the quest line already, but I'm finishing it now because I've been putting it off for too long. So as you go through, you have to fight against different demons and stuff like that because they're threatening Silver Moon. Right now, we're going through Maldraxxus to empower a weapon, and then we're going to go to Bastion to further empower the weapon. So yes, once we have that, I'm going to continue telling you what's going on. And make sure to take those banners down. Okay. Yes, the Ransuer is what we're powering. So we can kill a demon that, or really San one of those vampire blood elves. So yes, a vampire blood elf that's keep respawning. Basically, you can't kill him, so we have to enchant this weapon. Going forward to Bastion, we have this Kyrian's asking us to race him. I love using an add-on called Quest TTS, which is text to speech, because sometimes I get lazy to read. Um, Give a list of add-ons if people care, but I like changing my add-ons a lot all the time, so sorry if it looks a bit messy. I must know that you will not abuse it, and that your heart is true. Let us run a race. Along the course, ring the bells. If your heart is pure, they will aid your speed. You must have at least 5 bells recently rung in order to complete the race. Do not be distracted by shortcuts. And do not try to cheat to get ahead. It will not work. Are you ready? As it must be. Our purpose is clear. Alright, there's a lot of distractions on this race. Basically, he was saying stay focused and you'll win. Good work, intelligence. Yeah, that bell up there looks tempting to speed you up. But nope, you gotta stick with what's on the path. Often what looks like a shortcut only leads to grief. Stay true to your path. Stay true to my path. They weren't that good with the markers for this quest. I mean, but you gotta follow those red arrows, like the hunter's mark. Ignore the fake bells. Here, I didn't know where to go. That looked like the bell I needed, but I saw he was heading up here, so yes, this is where I needed to go, and you're good. You no need to cheat. Such a southern young knight. Okay, playing as a prot paladin, this fight took a bit. I did die one time because I didn't know the mechanics, but there's only one thing that happens. He shoots a purple orb that will kill you if you stand in it, so you just have to move out of it, and you're good. If you play a DPS spec or like Retribution for this for this quest, you'll definitely be able to take this out pretty easily. But this tune is definitely under geared. Because of the rework of Paladin, I decided to get this armor, and I also did the human heritage quest. See, this is where I die. But I also did the human heritage armor quest as my on my human paladin. So that says after I die, you got to run all the way back to the fight, but it doesn't reset, so you just have to continue. So I'll skip ahead for that. When you get back, no problem dodging that orb. So yes, I've been thinking of maining paladin next patch in 10.1 because paladin feels fun again for beginning of dragon fight is um, paladins versus kind of suffering, especially retribution paladins. But now that they got some love from Blizzard, they're definitely worth a shot. All right, and he's dead, or is he? So he has to use the Ranzor, and you're able to kill him. But it wasn't his final form. Time for round two. Yeah, he's waiting. So I don't want to spoil too much more, so I'm just gonna skip ahead to when we get the armor. Now we gotta run out or fly all the way back to Silvermoon, and we get the armor. I match my shield and I use this axe with it, and we can also get a mount. All right, guys. So this is my human paladin, like, and working on getting the human heritage armor. Let's see if we meet up in Matthias Shaw. Apparently, the Defiance Brotherhood has been attacking. Okay, so he said we're gonna meet up with who? Vanessa Van Cleef. So this character hasn't been through the Legion content, so they talk to me as if I haven't seen it. So I'm interested to try this on a character that has gone through Legion content, which I do have a rogue who has done that. So I will probably do this quest line again in the future, and I recommend trying it on different characters if the dialogue might change. So the Drakefire amulet, if you have that from the back in vanilla days, I believe, or a bit after, they the dialogue might change too. I don't want to spoil too much, so but this is a recap of what happened and how they discovered the Drake Fire amulet. Amulet. Yeah, it's not too much spoilers for this, and so I go to look for someone who knew the person who discovered Enixia to get his information or his journal. So after talking to the dwarf and going to fight these wolves who ate the journal, we go back to Stormwind, or not Stormwind, but Matthias and Vanessa to discover that we have to go look for the person who might be guilty, the a noble from back in the day. See, the Device Brotherhood started because there are a bunch of evil rich people in Stormwind who basically did not want to pay the Stonemasons Guild. So the sort of rebellion started because of that. This is like the remnant from this whole story with Anixia, who caused it with the Drakefire amulet. See, cussing is Cussington assistant. So,
What was my father thinking? This place is a disaster. We'll never turn a profit. What can I do? I will be here. That's none of your business. Attendant, stop! What are you doing? You answer to your father, not to you. Curses! I knew something wasn't right. Let's get out of here, stranger.
so Cussington had his daughter sent to a house so he can do his evil doings.
This way. Just. Thanks for doing all the work, champion. I figured you wouldn't run me away. Now, who is this? I am Cecilia Ferris Blessington II, at your service. Now, what has happened with the Drake Fire Amulet? Words are petty. I am ready. What should I should have known? My father just sent me here to get me out of his way. He's been raving about the Drake Fire Amulet and restoring our family's glory for years. I try to reason with him, but he doesn't listen. Sometimes his obsession scares me. If the amulet has been stolen, I'm certain it was his doing. And I wager he took it to Moonlight where he's been off doing business. Yes?
You have my deepest apologies, friend, for the behavior of my attendants. Though, I suppose they were never mine. They're my father's. Likely sent with me to keep me out of his way while he does something terrible. I had hoped it wouldn't come to this. I'm so sorry. Please, let me help you stop him.
Restoring it. What can I do for you?
Right
Right away.
Will you just count, please?
Okay, so after talking, they decide to go for the father, Cussington. So he's holed up away in close to dead mines, recruiting more of the Drakefire of the Defias, using the Drakefire amulet. So after going in with Vanessa, taking care of some of Cussington's assistants,
I'm also angry. I'll never forget my father's death.
we get some dialogue
And my
from
own
Vanessa.
attempted revolution. I hurt the people of Westfield, like Stormwind did.
No reparation is enough. The stonemasons deserve every coin in every copper of Stormwind City. Blessington will lead us there.
Joking! You weren't even a stonemason. You joined to be a thief.
So, you finally show yourself, Beckley. And with the Stormwind dog in tow. See, Tobias? See how she will make us all lapdogs of Stormwind. We muster in Northtown. Join us, and we march on Stormwind. For the Defiance!
The amulet!
How dare they? I should have known. I lost control of the Brotherhood the moment those pardons were offered. Anyone with principle is long gone. It's only the brutes left, now. And dumb ransom is always the biggest brute of them all. Let's get out of here, Clara. If any of these fools try to get in our way, let's teach them a lesson about standing in the path of event leave.
You're slow and I want to get out of here. Take this elixir.
She knows I'm playing a paladin. So, able to escape after witnessing all of that.
For Westfall.
And we decide to attack
Stand in my way.
and protect Stormwind. We go to Northshire, where you can meet
This man
the.
seems like the type to have backup plan. Those agents must have a way to get past Pleasant's barrier. Take them out and look for anything useful.
The job's not done yet.
Good to see you again, recruit. We should work in better circumstances. Whatever this influence is, anybody who half brushed now thinks it's worth still.
Not a recruit anymore.
Not to mention all the spies bandits. And the hired thugs. At this rate, more soldiers from
I'm
Stormwind
champion.
From what I've seen, you can knock the sense back into most of these people. If they keep fighting you after their eyes have cleared, do what you must. They have made their choice.
We saw Clesson use the
Oh, wait, so we gotta break into the church, or the building, whatever it's called. But after taking out some of the device, you'll see some were being mind controlled. Drakefire Alma is definitely too powerful for anyone to have. I guess having played a lot of the older content in World of Warcraft, like playing in Dragonflight is hard to look at dragons as good guys. I'm sure I know a lot of them are good, but I mean, I like the stories better when the dragons are bad and you have to kill them. Same thing with vampires. Like I don't like Twilight, but I love Castlevania. Like when you have traditionally bad guys, it's more interesting to me. But it's good to see how some people or dragons can change. So after getting what we need to get inside, we confront Clessington. We use the human ratio because we're continually stunned. So every man for himself, or it's now called Will to Survive, which I think is a cooler name. So Clessington is gone, but it's not over yet.
I'm sorry, I need a moment. He was not a good man, but he was still my father.
Watch.
We see the influence of the Drakefire amulet.
What can I do?
I thought it was over, but
I will be here.
We fight
So
the
is that.
shadows.
I would have liked to have questioned the man more, but the power was too much for him. We cannot allow the amulet to end up in anyone else's hands. Claim it, Clara, and we shall ensure its safe return to Stormwind together.
Sleep with one eye open.
it's not in my bags. Interesting.
What needs done? Wait. Something isn't right. Vanessa.
Noticed my little sleight of hand, did you? No way I'm leaving something like this for Stormwind. The Drakefire amulet is mine now.
I don't think so, Van Cleef. Hand it over. Look to the shadows.
What's happening?
The control I could give you. You only have
Every man for himself, or will to survive.
Calm down.
for you. I will have my revenge someday.
It's Sean. The thanks.
Because someone else was here, I believe the quest bugged out, but the quest fixes itself. I mean, you see the shade of Anixia. The Kono got usable to survive. Able to take her out once and for all. Her influence always seems to come back.
To be manipulated by great unknown powers, time and time again.
What Shaw says here is good.
Time again.
It's overcome any influence or manipulation.
Calm down. Here.
So yes, it continues on, and you get honored as the Lion Guard of Stormwind. Lion's Guard. So you get the new armor. It's pretty cool. I don't think it comes with a cloak, but you can add any other cloak that matches it, which is fine. Now the next was the Orc Heritage storyline. I did it on one of my monks I leveled to get. So going through, they decide to make a new, I guess, challenge for orcs to a trial to go through. And my microphone is on for this. You hear my keyboard, but it was a good challenge. And I feel like this storyline was just as interesting as a human storyline.
You like a passage. Are you excited? I would be.
The new, this is Thrall's son and
But I shouldn't worry. I'm not stupid. No
daughter.
one expects me to be a shaman like my parents. What if the spirits don't call to me? What if I don't want to be a shaman? But then, if I'm honest,
So we go through different tasks to get to to do the trial to become, and you got to choose a clan. I end up choosing the Crosswolf because I mean I feel like that or BlackRock. I was between those two, but I ended up going with Crosswolf. Going through, you have to collect different supplies for the feast for ancestors, and you get to see some of the old influential orcs: Broxigar, Varrock, Sourfang, Gramash, Hellscream, Organ Doomhammer, Draka, and Durathon. And not too much spoilers, so we can skip this. And we have to help this tribe and kill an animal without our gear. We really have our gear on. We end up finding the dinosaur or raptor that was terrorizing them. And once we go back, we have to help the land, the spirit of Thunder Ridge, by bringing them seeds. And then we finally go back and we can have a feast. There's a brawl with different peons, and each food gives you a buff. And here we go. It's the story. I don't want to spoil too much, but yes, here is an Orc Heritage armor.